Last winter, my boyfriend and I went on vacation to Kenya for 2 weeks. We rented a beach hut on a beautiful white sandy beach for the first week. And the second week, we decided to go on safari. We planned a perfect vacation, but it didn't begin well. On the first day, we arrived at the beach hut. There were lots of young people in the other beach huts. Some of them invited us to a party on the first night. Soon after we got there, my boyfriend started flirting with one of the girls at the party. He didn't dance with me, but spent the evening talking to the girl. The atmosphere was romantic and magical, but not for me. I was angry. We argued about everything after that. Although we weren't getting along well, I still wanted to go on the safari. When we got on the bus, I saw the girl from the party. That was the end. We were camping and we all ate together every night. It was terrible. I felt so sad and lonely, and my boyfriend looked so happy with the other girl. We broke up when we got back to New York. My boyfriend went to Boston with his new girlfriend. I took lots of photos on vacation, but I can't look at them now. I'd love to go back to Kenya one day. But next time, I'm going on my own.
When I was 14, I went to Italy with my class at school. It was in winter, and we went skiing. We also went sightseeing in Trento. In this photo, we're standing downtown. We were all holding hands and smiling. And in this one, I was 15. My parents took my sisters and me on vacation to Spain. We went by plane and then we rented a car and drove to the village where we were staying. It was a fantastic vacation. We went swimming in the sea every day and the weather was perfect. This is a photo of me in Australia when I was 24. I was working in a cafe in Sydney at that time. And I was living with 2 English girls in an apartment. We spent all our free time at the beach, surfing and swimming, and had a wonderful time. And look at this photo, my brother's laughing. He was happy because he was going abroad to work, and I was crying because he was leaving. I was 25 then. This was last summer when I was 28. I went shopping in Paris with my best friend. We stayed at a luxurious hotel, ate delicious food at expensive restaurants, and didn't want to come home.
Where did you grow up, Robert?
Well, I lived by the ocean on Cape Cod in Massachusetts until I was 11 and went to a small-town elementary school. But then we moved to Boston, which is a pretty big city. I went to a large public high school on the outskirts of the city.
So that was quite a big change.
Yes, I found it very difficult until I made some friends. But as a teenager, I enjoyed living in a bigger place.
If you did something bad at your school, Kevin, were you punished? There was no physical punishment, but they were very strict about cheating. A boy at my school was expelled after he cheated on his exams.
What about you?
Oh, I never got into trouble. I was one of the quiet ones. I just studied and always did my homework. Pretty boring, really.
If you could live anywhere you liked, Ted, where would you choose?
Oh, I'd like to live in a top-floor apartment with a balcony overlooking Central Park in New York. How about you?
That might appeal to me if I were 20 years younger. But no, I'd love to live in a cozy cottage in the countryside with an open fire. I'd like a little garden gate with a path leading to my front door.
How old is the house?
Well, it's nearly 100 years old, but as you can see, the roof has been recently replaced and the chimney too. Let's go inside.
Oh, I like the living room.
Yes, the old stone fireplace is original, and if you decided you wanted to buy it, the curtains and carpets would be included. And this is the kitchen, very modern, with a new stove. Shall I show you upstairs?
Amy, if I wanted to be an architect, what subjects would you advise me to study at school?
Well, I wouldn't encourage anyone to study architecture unless they were good at math. So math, definitely. Physics is also important.
But what about art?
It helps if you enjoy art and design, or even photography, but these days, architects don't do much real drawing. They use sophisticated computer programs, so it's helpful to have good computer skills.